Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So this project, this casting, this ambulance has been on the docket for probably several months. It's been sitting on my hobby bench here and I haven't had a chance to get to it. So this one I believe I've had since I was a kid, but I don't know for sure. It does look familiar. So anyway, I don't think I would have bought this in a lot. So this is an interesting casting, and I'll tell you why. I was doing some research in the big book. That's what I'll call the Encyclopedia of Matchbox Cars from now on, the big book. Now this is not numbered, okay? Now the reason why I wanted to do this one is because, well, for several reasons. It needs a set of back doors, and I need to practice on my fabricating skills. And I can't find decals for this, so I attempted to make my own. Here you go. So, and then another thing is the paint job. The orange and the white is kind of unique. So I'm going to try my hand at that. So anyway, I was looking in my collection in my other room, and I noticed, well, guess what? I have one just like that one. So this one here, ironically enough, is numbered. So let's break it out. Okay, now this is number 41. Now remember that number because I'm going to show you. Now this one here is made in England. So that's very important. So number 41 in England. In fact, I'm going to write that down because I will forget. So 41 in England. And that'll play a big role in figure out what this other casting is. So I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to use the doors as a sample. So I'm really lucky to have this one. If not, I would have had to break out my micrometer and all that other stuff. So anyway, we'll put this down. And this one here is not numbered. And that is really, really big. And the big thing is where it was made. Notice it was made in China. So, all right, enough of me yammering. Well, let's go to the big book and see what number this actually is. Stay tuned. All right, so we're going to refer to the big book. And let's see if we can track down the real 25E. So when I open the book, there it is. So there's my 25E, and I'm going to attempt to make it look just like that. The hardest part is going to be the orange band, but I'm going to try my hardest, and I think I can make it happen. So let's go to the 41E. Let's see, here it is. So there's the 41 ambulance. As you can see, it's got a ton of variations, and I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to go to the book here, and I already have the page saved. Okay, so let me see here. 41. Here it is. Okay, sorry about that. So here's that 41 ambulance that I showed you, the 1977. That's why this book is so cool. So as I told you to remember, this was made in China. So versions with Macau, Hong Kong, or China casting CMB25E. So the one I have is this one right here. That was that white body. So now we're going to go over here. And here's all the variations of that ambulance. So there are tons of them. So if we go up here, I have the white body, the pearly silver base, and I've got Paramedics E11 with an orange band Tampa. So it's only worth $1 to $2, but anyway, so it looks like this one was issued in, I want to say 1990. I don't know what ROW is. I need to research that. Maybe it's a re-release or something. I need to figure that out. Anyway, so there we have it. Operation Ambulance, white body, pearly silver base, paramedics. So, all right, stay tuned. I'm going to take it apart now. All right, so let's bring the ambulance to the maintenance floor. So I did a little research, and previously I had mentioned I didn't know what ROW stands for. So it turns out it's Rest of the World. So there's either USA or ROW in the book, Rest of the World. So anyway, there's that. So I took this one apart. I wanted to keep it in the plastic bag to keep the dust and dirt off it, because I have all my castings in dust-proof cases. Anyway, so I took out the doors. Here we go. So I'm going to see if I can fabricate these. Saves me some money on buying them, and also I can practice all my skills. There's that. So let's get this on the maintenance floor. So we have one post right there in the middle. Pretty easy to get out. I guess this is pearly silver, the base. Now let's take it apart and see what we're working with. I want to try to get this thing in tip-top shape. There we go. So here's the chassis. The wheels spin. These tires, rims are called dot dash, according to the book. So I won't be doing anything with the tires, but shining them up. And obviously I'll shine up the base too. So, not going to do anything with that. And now here is the body. And I've already measured all of the width with my micrometer with the stripes. So I'm hoping everything will go good, and that's where the doors will go. So I'm going to have to fabricate the doors before I paint it. So I'll do that after I put it in the stripper. There's that, and here's the interior. Well, not much to it, actually. Pretty dirty. Hopefully that'll clean up pretty good. And luckily I have everything spoken for on here. No cracks, no breaks. So that'll be good. All right, there we have it. Operation Superfast Ambulance Resto. All right, onward and upward, as my buddy Martin would say. See you in a bit. All right, so here's stage one for the ambulance. I'm going to paint it all white and then let it dry really good so I can tape off for the orange. So hopefully it'll turn out decent. All right, stick around. Okay, so here we are after my ambulance painting job, and do you ever just get the feeling that it just didn't turn out good? So let's begin with the hood. I put a big old scratch in it, and I had to put about 18 coats of paint on there to cover it up, so that turned out bad. And then let's turn it around. That turned out bad. Plus, this casting is full of pits all over the place, so I think I'm going to do some sanding and get the body a little bit more better. So yeah, you can see all the pits. That just might be out of my control. I don't know. All right, take two, back in the stripper. I don't know about you, but I love working twice. All right, stay tuned. All right, so here's take two. And as you can see, this paint looks a little bit better. You can see from my camera light reflecting. So now I'm going to do the hard part, mask it off so I can paint it orange. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go attempt to give it a paint job. We'll see how it works out. Man, this was really difficult. All right, stick around. Well, here's the results. It looks fairly decent, doesn't it? But it actually looks like crapola. So it just, I don't know what happened. Well, we can go over here first and look. I just love it when the paint peels off with with the tape. So, here we go. Back into the stripper it goes. Take 3. I think this will be my 3rd attempt. All right. Hopefully, I'll have some luck. See you soon. All right. Here are the pieces to my ambulance build. I'm finally ready to put it back together. All right. See you at the reveal. All right. Before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. Missing doors, shoddy paint, and just looking pretty shoddy for an ambulance. It should look like brand new. So anyway, let's see where I ended up. All right. It is time, finally, for the reveal of my ambulance here. So this one, I knew it'd be a challenge for me. A lot of little nuances with this. So I didn't do anything with the chassis. I just chromed out the rims, made my own decals, and made the doors in the back. Now the doors in the back originally fit perfectly, but when I put it together, they were a little off-centered. But anyway, I'm really basically ready to get this one done. Tired of fiddling with it. It's been challenging. I repainted it, I think, 3 or 4 times. So eventually, I'm happy. If you look really close, there are imperfections with the casting and everything, but at the end of the day, it's better than what I started. And I guess that's the ultimate goal in this hobby, is to make them better. So anyway, hopefully y'all like this one, and I appreciate your watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
That's all, folks.